Let's do that. I went through the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals. So it was the Pacers and the Reggie Miller-led Pacers versus Michael Jordan, obviously. Um, Here we go, Eastern Conference Finals. This was 1998. This is Jordan going for a sixth title. There's a lot of low scoring, but that's what happened when you actually playing defense. But game one, the Bulls won 85-79. Reggie Miller had 16. Mark Jackson 12 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Underrated point guard. Rick Smith only 9 points, but he did have 7 rebounds and a block. It was a bad game for him. Dale Davis 5 for 6 with 10 points, 8 rebounds. This is my first time looking at this. Antonio Davis 3 for 3 off the bench for 12 points. Well, they still had Travis Best, Derek McKee, Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose was 3 for 8 with 7 points. Oh, he didn't start in 98, I think. Oh, he was a little younger, though. I forgot because the Fab Five was like 90, the 90s. So, Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller was 5 for 14, 2 for 6. I mean, he never shoot 2 for 6. I'm just saying, it's like he just had a bad game. They was in Chicago. Jordan was 11 for 28, though, 39%. He still had 31 points, 5 steals. Scottie Pippen only had 4 points, 1 for 9. Ron Harper 6 for 9 with 15. He actually played better than everybody on the Bulls. And then Dennis Rodman was 3 for 6 with 11 points, 10 rebounds, and played good defense on Rick Smith. So that was game one. What up, Melo? Game two, I'm just going over 1998 finals. Like Jordan's sixth title, he had to get through Reggie Miller in the Eastern Conference. This is the Eastern Conference final. Game two, Reggie Miller 4 for 13, 10 for 11 for the free throw line, 19 points. Mark Jackson had 8 points, 8 assists. He did have 7 turnovers though. Chris Mullin 6 for 10 with 18 points. Dale Davis had 9. Antonio Davis had 7 rebounds. Michael Jordan was 13 for 22, shot 59%. He played way better in the second game. The first 2 games was in Chicago. They went up 2-0. Scottie Pippen 21, 6 and 5 with 5 steals and 3 blocks. 6 for 18 though. Pippen struggled a little bit in the second repeat because of his back and stuff. So and he was older. It's just like Scottie Pippen just struggled. He wasn't as good on the second 3 periods he was on the first one. Tony Kukoc, same thing with Jordan, but Jordan still was the best player in the league though. 16 because his first three is untouchable. First three-peat. Kukoc had 16. Luke Longley had 6 points. Dennis Rodman 2.6 rebounds. Bill Wennington had 6. Pretty much it, man. This team was not that good. I'm sorry. The bench was Rodman, but it was an older Rodman. Bill Wennington, Steve Kerr, Scott Burrell, Randy Brown. Jed Buster only played 2 minutes, so that was up 2-0. Game 3, the Pacers won 105-107. I think this is the game where Reggie Miller hit the 3 coming off the screen. He did push off on Jordan, but they let you play a little physical back then. Jordan, 9 for 22, 40%, 30 points. Rodman had 12 rebounds. Pippen had 23. Luke Longley had 12. Kukoc had 14. So this Jordan's going for a 6th ring. It's hard to three-peat, man. Like, cause you get everybody best, and then it's like to stay motivated. It's like ain't easy. But Jordan had 30, like I said, and Longley had 12. Kukoc had 14. Kerr had 5. He had 2 3. Well, he had 1 3, 3 assists, 1 steal. Then the Pacers, Reggie Miller 9 for 15 with 28 points, 2 assists, 1 steal. Dale Davis 6 points, 8 rebounds. Rick Smith 12 points. Mark Jackson 13.6 assists. Hell yeah, Reggie. He pushed them like obviously, but I like Reggie because Reggie ain't one scared. Reggie will go at Jordan. He don't care that. He got that killer instinct. Jalen Rose 15, Best had 10, Best had 11. Antonio Davis had 10. Rick Smith had 12 points. Rick Smith was a decent center. He was 3 for 6, but he's had to deal with Dennis Rodman. So I don't let this determine. Like he still was a good center, Rick Smith. Then in Game 4, Pacers tied it up at 2. So Bulls won the first 2 games at home. Then the Pacers won Game 3 and 4. Pippen had 12. Jordan had 28, 12 for 27. Of course, he was older, so his efficiency went down the last three-peat. Ron Harper 13.7 rebounds. He had 2 blocks, a steal. Kukoc had 18 points. Luke Longley had yeah, Reggie ain't care, bro. 10 for Luke Longley, and then the Pacers 5 for 11 for Reggie Miller 15. Dale Davis had 12. Antonio Davis 8. Derek McKee 6. Travis Best 10. This was a good team. Jalen Rose 8 in 14 minutes. And then Rick Smith was the player. He's really the player of the game. 10 for 17, 58.8% from the field. 6 for 7 from the free throw line, 86%. 26 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Yeah. And then game 5, it's just like Jordan just win when they had to. It was 2-2, then Jordan made sure they won game 5. The home team won every game, basically. So game 5 went back to Chicago. This one was a 2-2, 1-1-1. I think it's still like that. But yeah, Reggie Miller 14 points, Rick Smith 12 points, Dale Davis 8, Mark Jackson 5 points, 5 assists. Chris Mullin had 8, Travis Best 14 off the bench, Antonio Davis 12 off the bench, Derek McKee 6 off the bench. Hoiberg stepped up and he had 6 points. And then what up, Cuzzo? And then dang, you definitely might not. This the '98 finals, man. So you can learn a little bit about MJ, bro. Michael Jordan 12. I mean 1998 Eastern Conference Finals. You originally had 14 in Game 5. Jordan 12 for 20, 60% from the field, 29, 6 and 7. I'm 29, 7 and 4, 1 steal, 1 block, no turnover. This was his best game then. And then Ron Harper 9 points, Kukoc 19.7 assists, Luke Longley 7.7 rebounds. Scotty had 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, 7 for 12. That was his best game. So Jordan and Pippen had the best games in Game 5. So Bulls up 3-2, going back to Indiana. Indiana wins Game 6. Jordan 35 points, 12 for 23, still had a good game. Pippen 6 for 18 with 19. Kukoc with 10, Luke Longley with 13. Dennis Rodman had 6, but he had 12 rebounds, and then he probably was guarding Rick Smith though. And this was before I was real young. Ooh, Rick Smith was 11 for 12. He's had 90. That got to be a record in the Eastern Conference Final. He had 11 for 12, 91.7% from the field, 25 points. He wasn't the greatest rebounder, but he was a decent center. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Mark Jackson had 13 points. Reggie Miller only had 8, 2 for 13. How old was Reggie Miller in '98? Hold on, let's see. In '98, Reggie Miller was 32, so there was really no excuses. In the regular season, he shot 48%, which is real good for a shooting guard. McKee 5, Bet 6. That was it for Game 6. Game 7, yeah, Rick Smith was 7-4. Nice post game. But the Bulls won 88-83 in Game 7. Reggie Miller stepped it up 7 for 13, 4 for 7 from the 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So he was 54%, 57 from the 3-point line, 100% from the free throw line. 22 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, only 2 turnovers. Dale Davis had 9 points, 9 rebounds. Mark Jackson 11.6 assists. Rick Smith 13. Mullin had 7. Jalen Rose had 7 in 15 minutes. They should have played Rose more, man. He was balling. Like for the little minutes he was playing. And then go down to the Bulls, the champs. They closed it out. Jordan 9 for 25, 36%. Like I said, I think he was 35 at this point. 28 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Pippen had 17 and 12. He shot 6 for 18 again, though. And then Luke Longley, 3 points. Kukoc 21. Actually, Kukoc played better than everybody. He played better than Jordan in Game 7. Kukoc was 7 for 11, 64% from the field, 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. Ron Harper had 4. Steve Kerr had 11 off the bench with 3 threes. So that was it. That's the 1998. I'm not going to